morning. You join me in gridlocked traffic in the Asda car park. I was going to quickly do my post office run and a little bit of errand running and then come home and say hello, but it's now midday and I've driven all the way to Asda's only to find that it's the last market in the town where Asda's is before Christmas, which has meant that the whole town has come to a gridlock. And I've come into the car park to find that that's gridlocked and there are no spaces, and now I can't get out of the car park, and I've been here for the last 15 minutes. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this nonsense. Anyway, I've got a little bit of shopping done and I've gone to the post office. I was going to close my Etsy shop tomorrow, but I've closed it today because, thinking about it, I'm working next week. I'm even working Christmas Eve. So I'm not going to have time next week with everything else going on to get to the post office. So I'm glad I've got that done. But I would like to be at home now, having lunch and doing the million other things I've got to do. But instead, I am sitting here in the car park. Woohoo! I'm out of the car park and the camera's going to be really wobbly. But I am on my way to Tesco's because that's my only other option. I just cannot, there is not a parking space to be found near Asda. So my only other option is to try and get what I need in Tesco's. It's this time of year, I think, isn't it? Actually, I'm not going to talk now because it'll be really loud. I'll catch up with you later. I'm having some pasta with some ham, cherry tomatoes, red pepper, balsamic beetroot, a little bit of brie. I'm editing the vlog that's going to go up today. And Dan is working here, and this is his new screen that's been sent to him by his new job, which he starts next week. It's very large. And then I've got all teacher gifts lined up here, ready to go. Various things going to different teachers. Phoebe, where was the lobster?
In my school shoe.
Probably knows it needs cleaning. Look at that, it's covered in mud.
Probably wants to come to the carol concert.
So Phoebe and I have just been putting together all the teacher gifts. We always do our own thing at Christmas. There's usually a teacher collection for everybody at the end of term in summer and at the end of term at Christmas. But ever since the girls have been at primary school, we've always done our own thing at Christmas. So there's a few little gifts, a little decoration, tiny little bottle of Prosecco, some chocolates and other little bits in here. And she's written them all a card. She's actually got 2 teachers on a job share, a teaching assistant, but she really likes her dinner lady, so she's got a little something for her dinner lady too. I'm just going to go and put these in the hallway. Or do you want to do it? Sorry about that, I'm sorting everyone out. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, we've done all the teacher gifts, and it's the school carol concert tonight, the primary school carol concert. And it's going to have to be, well, we haven't had it for a couple of years, obviously. And it's going to have to be a little bit different tonight because they're keeping all the different year groups separate. So we have got the 5:45 slot. So we're going to head down to the church then. It's a bit awkward because it's a bit too early to eat beforehand. But I want to be prepared for when we get back. So I reckon everyone's going to be quite hungry by the time we get back. Lilia's staying at home. Her boyfriend's here. He's going to stay for dinner as well. The kids are all going to have chicken nuggets and chips because her boyfriend's a bit of a fussy eater, so we knew that he would eat that. And Dan and I I've got some leftover veg that I want to cook up. I'm just chopping up some broccoli and cauliflower. And I had a jar of, why can't I speak today? I keep dropping things today as well. A jar of korma sauce that we've had in the cupboard for a little while, and it really needs using. Yeah, the date's actually April next year, so it does need using up. So we're going to have this, Dan and I. Now Dan doesn't eat meat anymore, so we're going to have it with corn pieces, cauliflower and broccoli. So I'm going to get the vegetables ready, so all we have to do is shove everything in a pan and heat it up and have it with a bit, actually we might have a bit of naan bread as well. Excitement, we've got naan bread to have with it, and I've been trying to find vegetarian marshmallows for something we're doing next week, which I will show you next week, and I hadn't been able to find any. Had some in the back of the cupboard. Brilliant. That was a bit of a bonus. So I'm going to get chopping and then get everyone ready. Dan's just out putting the chickens to bed, and then we're going to go down and have a festive time at the carol concert. I don't know how much I'll be able to film. And then we're going to come back. We're going to watch another rubbish Christmas film. We have been, our last two selections have been appalling, Dan and I. What was the one we watched last night?
Christmas in the Wild.
No, it was Holiday in the Wild with Rob Lowe and Kirsten. Oh, the one from Sex and the City. Can't remember her name. And it was a pretty bad film in a Christmas made for TV way, but it wasn't Christmassy again. So I think we're going to go for something a bit more. I think I'm going to make Dan watch Bernard and the Genie tonight, because I found a copy on YouTube, which I linked to underneath a video a couple of days ago. So we might do that. If you can hear yelling, it's Phoebe talking to her friends and playing Roblox at the same time. See you at the carol concert. On the screen, doesn't it? It looks like it's the size of my head. It's orange squash, orange and mango. It's lovely. So we're all back from the carol concert. It was really lovely. It was so nice to see. Am I in focus? It was just so nice to see them all having fun and being. I know that it was different and it was only their class, but it was so nice to see them be able to do these traditional things that they weren't able to the last year or so. So I've got a pan on the go for some rice. I've got Dan and I's dinner on the hob. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks and smells really, really nice. And I've got the nuggets and chips in the oven. So all really, really easy to cook, really quick. And I can't wait to have my dinner and put my pyjamas on and do a bit of knitting. Speaking of which, I've still got plenty of comments. Actually, I should get Dan in here to talk about it. Would you like to come in and speak to the viewers about your, there's been a lot of talk about you wanting to learn to knit, and yes. I explained how it came about the other day, but maybe you want to say
why I want to learn to knit.
Yeah, or when it came up.
I'd like to learn to knit because I don't have many hobbies, and I like to try to learn to knit to see if I can see what all the fuss is about and what all you yarniacs get out of it. And I think I find it quite soothing and calming. I think you would, because I think you'd enjoy having something to, because you like playing little fiddly games and things, yeah. Don't you? So. Well, I'm either going to really enjoy it and find it soothing and relaxing, or it's going to annoy the absolute what's-its out of me, and I'm going to stick the knitting needles through the cushions.
I did throw my knitting the first time I tried to knit socks.
Yes.
So, but it's more about learning to hold the yarn, I think, is the hardest bit. But the actual knitting bit, small explosion. It was the bottle making a noise. The knitting bit, once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you hold your yarn cack-handedly.
No, that's what my mum says. I knit. Coughing. I knit.
Cack-handedly.
Continental. There'll be a lot of people watching this who you've just called cat-candid. What does that mean? Is that bad? Cat-candid.
No, awkward. It means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've just called a load of people cat-candid with their knitting if they
No,
knit
I was
continental.
talking about you, not you. You.
Right. Anyway, he wanted to learn to knit. It was your. We were talking.
3 years ago, I asked about this.
It was at the beginning of Well, it was the end of 2019 on New Year's Eve. We were all sitting around talking about what we wanted to do, and you said you wanted to knit.
2 years ago then.
Yeah. So
I have a project bag.
You do.
I have yarn.
Yeah.
I don't have needles. I don't have a tutor.
Well, you do have a tutor. It's just that I haven't done it
I
yet.
don't have an active tutor.
And you have a huge supply of needles. They're just in my cupboard.
You said to me you're going to get me a pair for me in the right size to help me learn to knit.
I think you should start with magic loop. He doesn't know what that means. You will soon. I promise I will teach. I promise I will teach Dan to knit. It's only because the pandemic has got a little bit in the way. Maybe we'll get a bit. I mean, I can't do it right now because Vlogmas obviously takes up a hell of a lot of time. If I'm not cooking, cleaning and working, I'm editing. But pretty soon, that won't be the case.
Better not be.
Oh, we're rabbiting. I'm rabbiting on. When we were at the church, there was a moment where I felt quite awkward, but Dan. So this is a really good explanation of the difference between me and Dan. I felt like it was really awkward and just cringy, and Dan was having a whale of a time and just getting down with it about itself, weren't you?
Yes.
Saying, well, I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Yeah.
We had to sing it at the end, so the kids were brilliant and they were all singing it, and then we all had to join in, and then we all had, bearing in mind there wasn't a lot of us, we all had to start clapping, and then we all had to
Clapping, we're waving hands. Well, some of us were waving our hands and clapping. Some of us were not, because they're socially awkward in situations like that.
Yeah.
Where I think, nuts to everyone else, I'm going to have fun. I know I can't sing, but who cares? I'm going to make noise anyway.
You're not socially awkward at all. You're like the opposite, aren't you, of socially awkward?
Socially comfortable. Sounds slightly wrong.
Anyway, I feel like we should add that to today's vlog as a song of the day.
Socially comfortable? Never heard of it.
You need to write that song though. No, the one which...
I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard. Favourite Christmas song.
You were actually angling for that one quite early on. Weren't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
And my favourite hymn. No, I'm not a religious person, but I do like a good hymn. What? Joy to the World.
Oh my
Love
God.
it. Brilliant.
We've both been singing it all day, Joy to the World.
been in my head
I had
all
to put
day.
it in the vlog that I edited. The vlog that will have been so today's day 15, so the vlog day 14, I had to put it in the end because we'd just been singing Joy to the World all day.
And O Little Town of Bethlehem, and O Come All Ye Faithful, and Silent Night. Oh, just like hit after hit after hit. It was like Christmas school church production heaven. It's great. Love it.
Dan's had a good night. Say goodbye, Dan.
I really want to say goodbye, Dan, but I'm not. I'm just going to say see you later. Bye.